Hey everybody, from the Fred McLeod Sports here at the Tom O'Neill Studios, also known as the home of the Baxley Chalet. This is Steve Sporty Balls. I am Steve X-Man Baxley. Of course, we are presented by the L2C Media Network, as well as the fine folks over at, and I have found my little commercial tag. Finally, yes, finally, we are also presented our scores, and well, let's face it, everything else is presented by our good friends over at Caesar Sportsbook. Remember, as the Book of Job said, or excuse me, the Maniac Mansion book said, if you are having it, just remember, we are all Caesars, but even Caesars know their limits. And if you do need help, or if you start to have a gambling problem and you need to talk to somebody, call the National Helpline, the National Council on Problem Gambling, at this number, 1-800-522-4700. That is 1-800-470. Day two of the new hairdo. Yep, I got it all nice and sheared. I did get a little too close. I was using 1.5. Next time I will just settle for a 2. Okay, want to also remind you that starting Sunday while the Super Bowl plays, I am going to be doing a test stream on my Twitch channel, twitch.com/Steve BAX1964. And this is for our extended show. That's right. Last Call Cafe is going to be extendable. And a lot of you are saying, hey, is the whole gang going to be there? I don't know. Monday, we'll be on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays in video form. Well, I'll be on video. My two partners, if they are so inclined to do so, will be on via Skype. And we will do our best to entertain you. Now, we're shooting for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. Monday night is going to be general entertainment. Wednesday night, we're going whole hog with wrestling. We're airing right after Dynamite ends. And Friday, it's general insanity. We'll play some public allowable comedy clips that are public domain, and we don't have to worry about screwing up. But I'm going to do a little test stream using the Twitch studio, see if we can, have this, and if it'll work. If it does, then boom, we're in good business. If not, well, it'll be Streamlabs. And that's going to be of interest, because there you can multi-stream with stream keys, etc. So I'm going to try to get some info from some of my friends that do. Also, tomorrow is Blood Bash over at the Commerce, over at the 3Cs in downtown Jackson, the Commerce Convention Center. No, the Commonwealth Commerce Center, or the Commonwealth Conference Center. Either one, the 3Cs. It's right across from the Jackson Police Department. Great to have a business next to a police station, isn't it? Yeah, it is. We'll talk more about that. I'm going to see if I can't do some videoing and showing you all. I got maybe a good costume to wear. Uh, my mom's doing okay, and we will continue to monitor her progress as well. I miss her, but as they say, we begin the re the rebirth of this place that we call a home. Yeah. And also, sometime the coming week, I'll be going way across the road. Weather is any better, and I'm going to start exercising again. Just not besides walking up and down to get the mail. By the way, once again, I must say a big thank you to a good friend of mine, part of Comicsgate. I got it. Uh, Charlie's London. It's all about Charlie Chaplin. She got permission to do it, and I will tell you this is a fantastic read. So there you go on that. Any new business? Any old business? In that case, oh, Harry's on a vacation. He's off on Friday. He's getting ready to do a little 2-week vacation. So we may have myself or the voice of the Last Call Cafe on Spreaker from iHeartMedia, our good friend Franklin Pangborn, to assist us. So, as they say, stay tuned. More to come. Let us get on with it. Let's start our sports show with the lovely folks over at Yes Friends. It is time for our basketball segment. That's right. Everything is final, everything is beautiful. So let's go for it. Shallst we? We shallst. All right, Charlotte Hornets made mincemeat out of the Detroit Pistons, 141 to 119. Lonzo Ball, 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 12 assists for Charlotte. Bay for Detroit had 25 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. We got to get back into doing those, Can't just give the scores. We got to give the scoring leaders. So there we go. We're getting back into the groove. Cleveland Cavaliers over the Indiana Pacers, 121-13. Allen for Cleveland, 22 points, 14 rebounds, 1 assist. Halliburton for Indiana, 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists. Philadelphia 76ers over the Oklahoma City Thunder, 100-87. Favors for Oklahoma City, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Embiid, 25 points, 19 rebounds, and 4 assists. Boston Celtics over the Denver Nuggets by a score of 108-102. Jokic for Denver, 23 points, 16 rebounds, 11 assists. Tatum for Boston, 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. San Antonio Spurs laced them up and brought them down. They beat the Atlanta Hawks 136-121. Murray for San Antonio had 32 points, 10 rebounds, 15 assists. Meanwhile, Bogdanovic for Atlanta, 23 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. A couple more scores for you. The Chicago Bulls beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 134-122. Edwards for Minnesota, 31 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists. DeRozan for Chicago, 35 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. And the Utah Jazz. And can somebody still tell me, do they actually have Jazz in Utah? The Utah Jazz defeated the Orlando Magic by a lovely score of 114-99. Carter Jr. for Orlando, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists. Mitchell for Utah, 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. And there is your NBA scoreboard. We're not done yet. Oh, heavens, offend yet. We now transfer from the NBA to the NCAA. It's time now to check the ladies. That's right, it's the NCAA women's basketball scoreboard. We've already done the cheesy plug for Caesar Sportsbook. Let's keep it up and let's give you all the scores of a full day of women's basketball. It's in the half right now. Oregon State leads 24 ranked 24 ranked Oregon leads Oregon State by a score of 30-25. Final scores, we got them. Number 2 ranked Stanford over Utah 91-64. Arizona State over 6th ranked Arizona 81-77, and 8th ranked UConn over DePaul 84-60. That was quick. Yes, it was quick. And I know what you're going to say, guys. I do know what is going to be said. Are we going to have the men's scores? Yes, but I know better to touch the button because every time I touch that button, we get the Olympic scores. And I know the difference, folks. Let's just put it that way. Okay, only one game for the men. No, let's try it again. Only one game for the men. That was 25th ranked Xavier beating 24th ranked UConn 74-68. So there you are. Happy landings on a chocolate star. Now we've had both college basketballs, men and women. So what is there left but the G League? It's right time now. Check in with the G League. And we do so rather quickly. Yeah. This is getting wicked. You know that? You know that? It's getting wicked here. Okay, thank you. Let's go to the Friday scoreboard. And we see the Capital City Go-Go beat the Grand Rapids Gold 117-114. Sioux Falls Skyforce over the Stockton Kings 113-101. Long Island Nets over the Windy City Bulls 110-107. And just turned final, Agua Caliente Clippers over the Texas Legends 127-111. There you go. We're done with basketball. We're almost halfway to the end of the show here. Leave us now. See and share. Let's see and share. The fun thing that we love to do, kids, is to see if we have, or if there is going to be a stream from our friend and his, Nick Ricada. And I know we're going to have there we go. Let's see. Do we have any, or is he still on his little chemin de fou? We'll find out. We'll see if he is streaming tonight. For that, we hit his Twitter page. Yes, we're going to hit his Twitter page. He's Twitter pated. Yes, 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 yes. So let's see if we can do this with a little glory here. Do, 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 do. Come on. There we go. Now this should help us. No, I don't want relieve law. RIEKEA. Do. Boom. Okay, so it's REIKEDA. Oh boy. Okay. Ha 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 ha. Dee 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 dee. Boop. There we go. Let's see if we got anything from Nick. See if he's got a stream tonight. A stream, the incredible stream. Okay, well, we're trying to find if Nick Rekieta is going to be streaming tonight. Liberty Media, Rekieta Media, R-E-K, R-E-K-I-E-T-A. Okay, R-E-K. Okay, let's try it again. R-E-K-E-I-T-A. M-E-D-I-A. See if we can find something like that. Okay, somewhere. There we go. Very funny. Okay, well, apparently, I do not think Nick is streaming tonight. So tonight we will be without our favorite humble Minnesota lawyer to guide us through this imperfect light that we like to call life. It's a festival. I have a little ink, a little Scottish. Thank you. A little Scottish here. Okay. There we are. Have to use that for a bit. I got a peanut butter bread recipe I'm going to try tomorrow as well. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And thank you very kindly. Okay, so we've wasted that much. We wasted that much, I know. It's my show. We're trying to make things funny. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's see. Boom, boom. Okay. I-E-E-M-E-D. There it is. Boom. Let's see. Any streams tonight? No, apparently no stream tonight. I do believe he is having a nice vacation, so yeah, he is on a little vacation. So no stream tonight. Enjoy your tour of my homeland, my birthplace, my birthland, Texas. There we go. Nick should be back on Monday. Okay, now that we've done that and we've wasted a lot of material, let's unbore things right now and get to the point of ill contention. We go from the hard court to the fake synthetic ice. That's right, it's time for a little hockey. And a little hockey means, where's my little pal? There you are. That's right, time now to talk hockey. And as always, we do everything. We do the NHL, the NCAA, and minor leagues. So we go one game that is still going on as we sprechen Sie speak. They're in the second intermission right now, and it is a tie between Seattle Kraken and the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. Let's take you some final scores. And you know they're final because they also got the listing of the Molson Cup 3 stars. So let's get going, shall we? In overtime, Dallas Stars beat the Winnipeg Jets 4-3. Robertson for Dallas with the goal. Ben with the goal and an assist for Dallas. And Schleffy for Winnipeg, 1 goal, 1 assist. By the way, the third period has just begun, and it is still 3-3 between the Kraken and the Ducks. So let's keep going. Let's keep going on this little fun fiesta, shall we? Edmonton Oilers, they beat the New York Islanders 3-1. Smith for Edmonton, 37 saves. McDavid for Edmonton, 2 assists. And Beauvillier for the Islanders, 1 goal. And the two-time Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning, they beat the Arizona Gypsy Coyotes 4-3. Stamkos for Tampa Bay, 2 goals. Keller for Arizona, a goal and an assist. And Perry for Tampa Bay, 1 minuscule goal. That's right. And wow, that's it for the NHL. Rest of the time, they're just, sitting back and enjoying some tequila. All right, we go from them to the collage. That is correct. NC2A college hockey. We got the men. If they got the scorage, and we got a lot to talk about. Let's get to it. In the Atlantic Hockey Conference, Sacred Heart over Bentley 3-1. Mercyhurst over nothing. Holy Cross, Batman! They beat Air Force 3-2 in overtime. And Niagara beat Canisius 4-1. In the Big Ten, 7th-ranked Minnesota over 8th-ranked Ohio State 3-2. 4th-ranked Michigan over Michigan State 6-2. Not a very good season hockey-wise for the green and white. In the CCHA, Lake Superior were truly superior over Ferris State 5-3. 14th-ranked Michigan Tech blanked Bowling Green 4-0 in the ECAC. 19th-ranked Clarkson over Princeton 7-1. 16th-ranked Cornell lost to Rensselaer 6-2. Brown over Dartmouth 3-2. Colgate smiled over Union 6-4. Harvard over Yale 2-0. And number 2, Quinnipiac over St. Lawrence 3-1. In Hockey East action, it was Connecticut over Boston College 6-4. Maine over 9th-ranked Massachusetts 3-2. 15th-ranked Northeastern over 13th-ranked Mass Lowell 4-2. Vermont over New Hampshire 3-0. And 20th-ranked Boston University over 17th-ranked Providence 4-1. In the NCHC, you're going to love this. 18th ranked Omaha over Miami. Miami over 18th ranked Omaha 5-4. 5th ranked Western Michigan and 10th ranked St. Cloud ended up in a 5-5 tie. 3rd ranked Denver over 6th ranked Minnesota Duluth 5-3. 12th ranked North Dakota over Colorado College 3-2. And in the non-conference game that is still going on as we speak, Alaska, early in the second, it is Alaska blanking St. Thomas by a score of 4-0 early in the second period. Let's go now to the scores for the women playing hockey, and they too got I think I'll call it semi-full slate. CHA action, Mercyhurst over the Qs, 9-0. Linwood and RIT ended up in a overtime final tied at 3. In the ECAC, 9th-ranked Clarkson lost to 7th-ranked Yale by a score of 3-1. 6th-ranked Harvard over Princeton, 2-0. 8th-ranked Colgate over Union, 8-0. 9th-ranked Quinnipiac over Dartmouth, 7-2. Cornell over Rensselaer 4-2. St. Lawrence and Brown ended in overtime and ended in a final, and they ended in a tie. 1-1. Hockey East, Providence over Connecticut 2-1. New Hampshire over Holy Cross 2-1. 5th-ranked Northeastern over Maine 8-1. Boston University over Vermont 4-3. Boston College over Merrimack, 6-4 in Newha. Da 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 da. Franklin Pierce over Post, 6-0. Sacred Heart over St. Michael's, 3-0. Non-conference action, Penn State spanked LIU behind the woodshed, 10-0. LIU must have loved it. They wanted more. WCHA action, Top dog Minnesota beat St. Cloud State 5-3. Number 2 ranked Ohio State lost to Bemidji State 3-2. 4th ranked Minnesota Duluth over St. Thomas 2-1. 3rd ranked Wisconsin over Minnesota State 5-2. Yes, 5-2. All right, kiddos, cadetas, let us go from the college all the way to the minor league. That's right. 4 big minor leagues. Let's go to it. Actually, 3 minor league leagues we go to. 4. I was right the first time. Let's go to the AHL and get their lovely little going. That's right. We go for some of the scores from tonight's action. And here we go. Face to face. Nothing like silver spoons. And we got 2 games still going on in progress. Bakerfield Condors over the Henderson Silver Knights, 6-12 remaining in regulation. It's 3-1 Condors. San Diego Gulls over the San Jose Barracuda, also in the third, 12:09 remaining, 3-2 the Gulls over the Barracuda. And 15:02 left to play in the game in regulation. It is the Ontario Reign over the Stockton Heat, 4-1. Abbotsford Canucks at the end of 2 periods are kicking Moose ass. That's right, it's Canucks 6, Moose 1. Final scores: Bridgeport Islanders over the Charlotte Checkers, 4-3. Springfield Thunderbirds over the Hartford Wolfpack, 4-2. In overtime, it was the Lavelle Rocket over the Syracuse Crunch, 2-1. The Utica Comets over the Cleveland Monsters, 7-5. Lehigh Valley Phantoms over the Hershey Bears, 6-3. Providence Bruins over the Rochester Americans, 3-2 in shootout. Belleville Senators over the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, 2-1. Iowa Wild over the Grand Rapids Griffins, 6-1. Rockford Ice Hogs over the Chicago Wolves, 5-4. Milwaukee Admirals over the Texas Stars, 4-2. Tucson Roadrunners over the Colorado Eagles, 3-1. That is a loaded big old scoreboard. And right now, speaking of loaded and scoreboards, let's see if we got more to come as we go to the Big O, as in the Ontario Hockey League, and find out what they got for us for tonight's action. And yes, we will once again do our duty to bring you the NHL Saturday showcases. But right now, we got to finish up on our minor league stuff here. So leave us to Gite Finito. All right, Hamilton over Barrie, 5-1. North Bay over Mississauga, 4-2. In a shootout, it was Oshawa over Ottawa by a score of 4-3. Also, final in a shootout, Niagara over Sudbury, 4-3. Saginaw over the Sioux, 3-0. And in overtime, it was Flint over Guelph, 5-4. And if that's not enough, Kitchener over London, 6-4. Yay. All right, folks, I do believe we got a couple more still left with us. Yes, let's check out the spiel, the Southern Professional Hockey League. Give you a score from there, and then we start to wind down. That's right. We wind down. Yes, we do. And let's get to going here. Fayetteville Marksmen over the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, 7-2. Huntsville Havoc took a shootout to defeat the Peoria Rivermen 3-2. Quad City Storm over the Vermilion County Bobcats 6-2. Knoxville Ice Bears over the Pensacola Ice Flyers 4-1. Birmingham Bulls over the Evansville Thunderbolts 2-1. And that is that for Spiel. We got one more hook to do, and that is the Federal Prospects Hockey League. Let us go to the FIPL, Federal Prospects Hockey League, and let's give you some scores from that fun Fiesta O Liga. All right, boom. We got 3 games. Let's get to it. Watertown over Danbury, 5-0. Columbus over Delaware, 3-2. And Carolina over Port Huron, 5-4. And that is it for our minor league report. Let us now coalesce the schedule for this Saturday's Wild and Wacky NHL events. That's right. If it's Friday, that means we tell you what's coming up this Saturday. And it starts, we got 3 good games from on the noon side of the world. Philadelphia will take on Detroit. That game will be on Bally Sports Detroit and NBC Sports Philadelphia. 12:30, Boston Bruins will be at the Ottawa Senators. And that game for Canadian viewers will be on Sportsnet 1, Sportsnet Ontario. And for French Canadian viewers and fans, RDS will also carry the game. For the Bruin fans, it will, as always, be on Nessun. And another 12:30 p.m. Eastern game, it is the Columbus Blue Jackets at Les Canadiens du Montreal. For the Canadian viewers, it'll be on Sportsnet 360, Sportsnet East, Sportsnet West, Sportsnet Pacific, En France Canadien by TVA Sports, and in Ohio, it's seen on Bally Sports Ohio. All right, 7 o'clock, the Hockey Night in Canada. Well, no Hockey Night in Canada on this tradition. Well, technically it is. But because CBC is doing the Olympics, I do believe it's along with TSN as well. So what do they got? What do they have? Well, Toronto Maple Leafs pay a visit to the Vancouver Canucks, 7 p.m. Eastern. That game is the NHL Showcase game. It will also be carried on Sportsnet and French Canada. You will be able to see it on TVA Sports. Another 7 p.m. broadcast, Winnipeg Jets visit the Nashville Predators. Sportsnet 360 City in Canada will carry that game, and Bally Sports South in Nashville will be the carrier in the U.S. Carolina Hurricane over and pay a visit to the Minnesota Wild at 8 p.m. That game will be on Bally Sports North and Bally Sports South. Chicago Blackhawks at St. Louis Blues, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Bally Sports Midwest and NBC Sports Chicago. And finally, the New York Islanders pay a visit to Calgary for a double dip for the second half of the Hockey Night in Canada double dip, not seen on CBC because of the Olympics. But it will be shown on Sportsnet, Sportsnet 360, City TV, in French Canada by TVA Sports, and in the New York area on MSG Plus. And there is your happenings with the NHL. Tomorrow night, we'll take you on the big old train to, not Clarksville, but big train to the playoffs, the road to the Stanley Coupe. But right now, we are at 12:14, and we got some headlines to give you. That's right. Let's give you some headlines, and we're on the Super Bowl brushwant. But wow, there's already controversy. With the Los Angeles Rams playing a Super Bowl in their home stadium, you'd think a team legend like Eric Dickerson would definitely be attending the game. But as it turns out, the Hall of Fame running back might not be at Super Bowl 56 due to a spat he's having with the Rams. Now, during an interview on CBS Sports Radio's Maggie and Perloff show, Dickerson was asked if he planned on attending the game, and that's when he revealed the surprising news. Dickerson said, quote, "I don't think I'm going to the game. I'm just going to watch it on TV," end quote. The two hosts of the show, Maggie Gray and Andrew Perloff, were both shocked by the news, so they obviously wanted to know why the second leading rusher in Rams history wouldn't be in attendance for the team's fifth Super Bowl appearance. This is what Dickerson explained. "Let's put it like this. They wanted to give me tickets in the rafters in the 400, so I said I'd rather stay home and watch it." Ooh. Now, on one hand, if you're the Rams, you can't hook up every player with great tickets, but when you're dealing with a franchise legend, you probably should try to make sure they're well taken care of. The odd thing is that this isn't the first time that Dickerson has had an issue with the Rams. Back in 2016, he stopped attending games because he said he was banned from the team's sideline by former Rams coach Jeff Fisher, who is now coach of the USFL's Michigan Panthers. Now, after Fisher was fired in December 2016, Dickerson and the Rams seemed to patch things up. Not only did he sign a one-day contract with the team so he can retire as a Rams player, but the team also hired him to work as their vice president of business development. Now, getting in a spat with a team legend would be something you think the Rams would want to avoid in the days leading up to the Super Bowl, but here we go again. Dickerson and the Rams did patch things up 6 years ago, so it'll be interesting to see if they can patch things up this time around. If they do, that means this situation will likely end with Dickerson in the game, but not sitting in the rafters. And I agree, you should be able to sit in the more prominent seats. Okay, let's get going on the other side to the NBA. And if you thought the Lakers were a dysfunctional team, this one will definitely prove it. LeBron James and Anthony Davis hold an enormous amount of influence over the Lakers front office, even by superstar standards. They played a major role in the Lakers landing Russell Westbrook. Boy, are they dumb. And are consulted on virtually every move that Los Angeles makes. Therefore, it wasn't surprising to hear from the team's vice president of basketball operations, Rob Pelinka, on Thursday that when the Lakers chose not to make a move at the trade deadline, he said that there was alignment between himself and his two superstars. Now, here's where things get complicated. Dave McNamon of ESPN reported on Friday that Pelinka's statement about being in alignment with his stars was totally false. According to McNaman's source, quote, "There was no conversation between Rob Pelinka, LeBron, and Anthony Davis on Thursday, and there was no go-ahead or okay to have inaction at the deadline." Now, no matter how much discussion did or did not take place between James, Davis, and Pelinka, it would be hard to believe that they were fully aligned because their interests aren't necessarily aligned. Pelinka said Thursday that, quote, "Ultimately, we did not find a deal that had a net positive effect for the short-term success of the team and the long term, and those are both things we consider." But, end quote. In other words, we want to rebuild, but we got two stubborn bleeps that think they run the team. Now, James is 37 years old. He doesn't have time to think about the long-term future of the Lakers. He's trying to win championships right now, and he's failing consecutively. Executives generally aren't fully transparent about their moves or thinking because they don't want to give away information, but could later be used against them by other front offices. But McNaman's reporting only highlights just how truly dysfunctional this season has been for the Lakers. The synergy that once existed between their two superstars in the front office that builds the roster around them is eroding at a fast pace. Efforts the team is is taking to hide that discord are flopping miserably, just like Space Jam 2. Now, whether or not the Lakers should have made a trade at the deadline is ultimately debatable. Whether or not James and Davis wanted the Lakers to make a trade possibility isn't. James has spent a career pressuring his front offices to improve whenever possible. Pelinka suggesting otherwise defies almost 2 decades worth of his best players' history. McMenamin reporting seemingly confirms what we all suspected. The most important, Lakers knew a trade wasn't necessary, but the front office couldn't find a good one. Good luck to the Lakers. I have a feeling they won't be seeing the playoffs, and they're not the defending champions. All right, and folks, this is going to be, I hope everybody, got to get a prop here. I hope everybody has these with them. Yes, this is this is deodorant on why should you need it, especially for the Super Bowl? Well, we're 2 days away, about 1 day away now that we've hit midnight. 1 day away from Super Bowl 56. The Bengals and the Rams will face off. Now, while this Super Bowl is historic for different reasons, such as it being the first Super Bowl in NFL history that does not feature any of the top 3 seeds in either conference, it could break a record that has stood for more than 4 decades as the hottest Super Bowl ever played. According to KTTV Fox 11 Los Angeles, rising temperatures in California can be attributed to a pressure dome that is sitting over the West. Temperature highs are continuing to rise through the end of the week, even causing the National Weather Service to issue an excessive heat watch for areas in SoCal. Kickoff on the West Coast comes at 3:30 Sunday, 6:30 here on the East Coast. My cat has joined the fray now. Uno. Uno. Hi, sweetheart. You want to face this way? You're on camera. Thank you for telling me. As we said, temperatures are expected to reach 84 degrees around kickoff, which would tie the record for the warmest Super Bowl. The last 84-degree Super Bowl took place in 1973 and was also held in Los Angeles. The second hottest Super Bowl was 2003 in San Diego, 81 degrees. Third hottest championship took place in Pasadena in 2016, 76 degrees. If that's hot, I hate to see what's cold in California. Now, at the very least, it appears Super Bowl 56 will be one of the 3 warmest Super Bowls in NFL history. Now, if the temperatures in Inglewood don't reach that 84-degree mark, it still could do so inside SoFi Stadium. The state-of-the-art facility is a very interesting one. It does have a roof, but it's not indoors. Indoors, no. If you recall, football fans had to sit through a lightning delay in October when the Chargers hosted the Las Vegas Raiders. That's because while SoFi has a roof, the sides are open. SoFi Stadium is climate controlled, but does not have air conditioning or a heater per Local 12. That would be WKRC. So temps inside could be higher than the readings of the thermometer outside. Now, the roof of the stadium is built to regulate temperatures inside, and the sides of the stadium allow for a breeze to flow through. But ain't gonna be no breeze on Sunday. It's gonna be hotter than Hades. Wow. Dem's hot. And it is time, ladies and gentlemen, to wrap up our headlines with, of course, the medal count. So let's give you that lovely medal count right here, right now. Let's go do it. Let's do this. And there you see my cat has a commentary. I got a sleepy cat. Anyway, let's go to the medal count, find out how things have been going thus far. And a lot of worrying has happened. I know we don't slide into the news a lot, but apparently there are reports that Russia could be ready to invade the Ukraine in any day now, and that the day could be during the last week or the last days of the Olympics in Beijing. Anyway, let's give you the results right now, and we'll do it with clarity. Norway with 6 gold, 3 silver, 5 bronze, 14 total. Austria, 4 gold, 6 silver, 4 bronze, 14. Canada, 1 gold, 4 silver, 8 bronze for 13. The Russian Olympic Committee has 2 gold, 4 silver, and 6 bronze for 12. Germany is in fourth with 7 gold, 4 silver, and no bronze with 11. The United States is somewhat in a tie, but to break that tie, of course, we go for the medals. And so they are in sixth place, 5 gold, 5 silver, 1 bronze for 11. Italy is next, seventh place, 2 gold, 5 silver, 4 bronze for 11. Netherlands is next in the spot. In let's see, 3, 4, 5, in eighth place. The Netherlands, 5 gold, 4 silver, 1 bronze for 10. Sweden is next at 5 gold, 2 silver, 2 bronze for 9. Japan has 2 gold, 2 silver, and 4 bronze with 8. The host country, China, has 3 gold, 3 silver, bronze for 7. Switzerland, 2 golds, no silver, 5 bronze with 7. France, 1 gold, 5 silver, no bronze for 6. Slovenia with 2 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze for 5. Finland, 1 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze for 4. Australia, 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze for 3. South Korea, 1 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze for 3. Czech Republic, 1 gold, no silver, 1 bronze for 2. Hungary, no gold, no silver, 2 bronze, 2. New Zealand, 1 gold, 1 award. That's right, 1 gold, no silver, no bronze. Same with Slovakia, 1 gold, no silver, no bronze. They got 1 medal. Spain, no gold, 1 silver, no bronze for a medal. Belarus, no gold, 1 silver, no bronze, a medal. Poland, no gold, no silver, 1 bronze for a medal. Latvia, no gold, no silver, a bronze with a medal. And the same for Belgium. That's right. Now, do we have any news coming out of that fun-loving Kreplach? Let's see. Well, might as well do this one. We're a little delayed on news here. Athletes work their entire lives to get to the Olympics, but something like wearing the wrong attire can get them disqualified. That is exactly what happened Tuesday when 5 female skiers were disqualified from the mixed team jumping event for wearing clothes that were too baggy. Now, according to Yahoo Sports, the women who were collectively skiing for Austria, Japan, Norway, and Germany were DQ'd because judges ruled that their clothing was too loose and could have given them an advantage while in the air. However, the women already had their outfits cleared in earlier jumps, so the disqualification later in the event was somewhat shocking. Catherine Altas, one of the disqualified athletes, said reportedly, quote, "The International Ski Federation destroyed everything with this operation. I think they have destroyed women's ski jumping. I have been checked so many times in 11 years of ski jumping, and I've never been disqualified once," end quote. Further quote, "I know my suit was compliant. 160 World Cup starts, 5-time world champions, 3-time Olympic Games, and I got disqualified for the first time. My heart is broken." Women compete in ski jumping is a relatively new event at the Winter Games. It was only added to the Olympics in 2014, and the mixed ski jumping event is part of the Games for the first time ever this year. Wow. That's That's something to think about. You know that? Okay, Michaela Schifrin has failed to reach the finals in slalom. Shaun White's legacy is now complete. Uh, we bow to him. A legend. He placed fourth in the half pipe. And there we go on that one. So we are done for that portion of our broadcast. And since we started a little late, we'll give you some little boom shakalaka. NBC may have a leak of uh, explosive promotion or danger. Why? The Super Bowl is a time for the networks to showcase new innovations. When CBS, Fox, and NBC have the Super Bowl, they launch a new graphics package for the big game, and that inspires a wide range of reactions from we, the public. NBC is doing the same for Super Bowl 56, with just a couple of days before the game, their scoreboard may have been leaked. That's right. In a Twitter post from Caleb Boucher, he posted a pic of the score bug, which includes a circle in the middle that has the time and the NBC logo. Wow, that is nice. Oh. It says here from Caleb Boucher, looks like new NFL scoreboard for NBC has been leaked. This design will make its debut during Super Bowl 56. The new design will go back to the traditional box outline and will have the clock in the center between the team scores. Very nice. Very nice. Now, reaction has been largely negative, along with a few who like it, like me, and a few who were rather neutral. It's probably too early to cast judgment when the only visual we have is one low res pic. It's an entire graphics package, and the score bug is just one part of a collective group. In addition, it should be noted that this still isn't official until kickoff on Sunday, or if NBC decides to reveal it. We don't know if this is a real deal, even. Nevertheless, with 100 million people watching, many will be dissecting a graphics package that will likely be in place until the next time NBC hosts the Super Bowl. And by the way, that also counts Telemundo. So that is something we shall look forward to. Yes, indeed. And, this is going to be fun. That's right. Nickelodeon is adding. Nickelodeon's NFL playoff broadcasts have been very well received the last 2 years, so it's no surprise the Kids Network might continue to explore sports-related programming. Yesterday, in an exclusive story from Variety's Brian Steinberg, we learned that Nick's next venture into the space will be the Slime Cup, a golf competition featuring professional golfers, NFL players, and Nickelodeon actors. Gabrielle Neva Green, who's done great work in the booth alongside Noah Eagle and Nate Burleson on the wildcard games, will also be involved in commentary. That's right. Brian Robbins, who is the president and CEO of Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon, in an interview said, "We are inventing our own golf match. It's definitely different." Now, the golf side is packed with committed stars, too, including number one men's player in the world, John Rahm, number two men's Colin Morikawa, number seven men's player, Justin Thomas, and 11th ranked women's player, Lexi Thompson. Shaquan Barkley and Justin Herbert are in as well, alongside actor Terry Crews, his son, and Knicks star Isaiah Cruz. And other Knicks stars, Keith Godfrey, Jaden Triplett, and Tyler Wallace. As for the show and competition itself, sounds like a bigger, more Nickelodeon version of Holy Moly, but with more than just putting on display. Paramount Nickelodeon chief Brian Robbins gave a few details on the format. It'll be the teams will compete in a 2-round tournament with holes inspired by Nickelodeon shows, all in hopes of reaching the unfair way, an unpredictable final round that will take place inside the Rose Bowl Stadium. The victors win the title cup, a slime green blazer, and of course the honor of getting Nickelodeon's signature goo dumped on them. Ooh, this is going to be fun. It does sound fun, and It's going to be silly and ridiculous, aimed almost entirely at children. That's not a bad thing for parents who do like professional golf and hope to get their kids in the game. This is going to be looking pretty good. And if you do want to watch, you're going to have to wait a while. The Slime Cup won't air until the summer. So there you go. On that little tour of energy. All right. How about a Super Bowl in London? Yes. The NFL has greatly increased their international efforts in recent years, with games in London being a constant every season. That's thanks in part to a deal with London EPL club Tottenham Hotspur, who sees two games played at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium every year. Now, according to the Daily Mail, the club wants to bid on an even bigger prize, hosting the 2026 Super Bowl. As to why, from Tottenham's end, the benefits are more apparent. Putting on the Super Bowl would be a huge boost for Tottenham's global standing. However, while even an unsuccessful bid could raise their profile in America and help the club's attempt to find a naming rights partner. Now, Tottenham have been unable to agree on a naming rights deal since uh, one their £1 billion stadium. That's money. Pound is money. Opened 3 years ago, despite considerable interest, with Chairman Daniel Levy holding out for an offer worth about £400 million over 20 years. Now, as for why this would interest the NFL, it's a bit more complicated. Yes, obviously, the league has a desire to expand globally. International revenue streams aside, being able to do something the league has never done before would have an appeal to plenty of executives. Downsides? Well, they're obvious, aren't they? London's time zone will mean starting the game either very late locally or very early in the United States. Now, considering the television revenue involved with the game, there's almost no chance the time slot will be moved up to accommodate an international contest, which would mean starting the game and possibly late in London. That's just another wrinkle in the many that would come from moving the Super Bowl overseas, and it's another one that might rub teams the wrong way from a competitive aspect. Now, that kind of travel and the accompanying logistical issues might have a real effect on field play, which is the last thing that should be a concern. And then, of course, there's the fans. Yes, some will travel, and yes, there are NFL fans of every team living in the UK and Europe. But imagine a scenario where, say, the Lions make their first ever Super Bowl, and rather than deciding if it's valuable to travel to somewhere like Indianapolis or Phoenix, fans are completely priced out from attending. There's a lot to consider, and unless the NFL is willing to risk jeopardizing one of the most valuable properties in sports, I don't think you're going to see a Super Bowl in London anytime soon. Okay. Leave us to go to that is our media report. Let's go. Usually we would go to our London corner, but because of, as we like to call time, we're going to merge our London to some soccer. In Germany, Leipzig over Köln 3-1, and in the Spanish La Liga, Seville over Elche 2-0. In EuroLeague action, it was Slovenia Zvezda Mountains over Unix Kazan 84-77. Panathinaikos over Lyon Villeurbanne 76-63. And Barcelona over Real Madrid 86-68. Do we have any updates in the NBA? Nope. How about hockey? Oh, we have a few updates. So we'll go Swedish hockey, Frölunda over Malmo in penalty shots 2-1. Let's get you an update on the lone game. Seattle Kraken beat the Anaheim Ducks by a score of 4-3. Tampa Bay Lightning also beat the Arizona Gypsy Coyotes by the same score, 4-3. Edmonton were over the Islanders 3-1. And in overtime, Dallas Stars beat the Winnipeg Jets 4-3. In the Olympic Games of hockey, Czech Republic over Switzerland in penalties 2-1. That means penalty shootout. Sweden beats Slovakia 4-1. Finland over Latvia 3-1. And the U.S. leads Canada 3-2 in the second intermission. As for the women hockey players, Canada just bent Sweden over and spanked them hard behind the woodshed. That's right, women spanking women. 11-0 was the final score. Canada won. And in the 3-minute mark of the third period, Russian Olympic Committee and Switzerland tied at 1. In the Czech Republic, let's rock and roll from bottom up. Pardubice over Kometa Brno 4-0. Vitkovice over Olomouc 4-1. Kladno over Karlovy Vary 5-0. Plzeň over Zilm 4-0. Sparta Prague over Mladi Boleslav 4-1. Kesk Bujovic over Litvinov 4-3. And if that's not enough, Mountfield over Trinec 2-0. In Finland, in their hockey action, it was Ilves over Hämeenlinna 5-3. Pelicans over Tappara 4-2. And Jukurit over Kalpa 4-2. And kids, that is going to do it for us. There, you heard it. Yep, that is going to do it. And we want to thank you, as always, as I start to shut things down here. We want to thank you all for kindly dropping by and dropping in and dropping everything to join us for all the fun, the thrills, and the action. And we want to thank you explicitly for joining us, all of you in the chat and everybody else around the Americas. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at 11:35 with more fun, more excitement, and more sporty balls. Until then, I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. For all of us here, including my cat Uno, thank you for watching. Thank you for everything. I truly mean it, especially after this week. It has been a hell of a week, and all I'm going to say is, Mom, keep fighting. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.